Always Erin by Erin Brewer. When I was a little girl, 2 men hurt me. I was scared that the hurt might happen again. I thought the hurt happened because I was a girl. I decided not to be a girl anymore. I am a boy, I said. I told my mom I was a boy. Mom said I could pretend to be a boy. She let me wear my brother's old clothes. I told my teacher I was a boy. She told me I could play with the building blocks and toy trucks. I told my classmates I was a boy. They teased me. I told my friend I was a boy. She told me I was weird and she didn't want to play with me anymore. One time a bunch of kids ganged up on me. They pushed me into the boys' bathroom. They all laughed at me, but I didn't care. I wanted to use the boys' bathroom. My teacher worried about me. She saw that I was lonely and sad. My teacher asked me to talk to another grown-up at my school. She was the school counselor. I told the counselor I was a boy. I told her that boys were stronger. I told her that boys were smarter. I told her that boys had everything better than girls. The counselor told me that she understood how frustrated I felt because I was a girl. She taught my mother and my teacher ways to help me manage my difficult feelings. My mother took me to an adventure group with other girls. We tied knots. We visited the fire station. We hiked in the mountains. We studied the clouds. My stepdad took me to a class where I learned how to shoot a rifle. I memorized all the parts of my gun. I cleaned my gun. I practiced all the rules for gun safety. I shot at targets right in the middle of a big red circle. My teacher taught me about strong women who did great things. Madame Curie was a scientist who discovered radioactivity. Rosa Parks fought for civil rights for Black Americans. Helen Keller learned to read and write, even though she couldn't hear or speak or see. Sacagawea led the early American explorers, named Lewis and Clark, to the Pacific Northwest. I went to a therapist almost every week. I talked about feeling like girls aren't safe. I talked about being ashamed of my body. I talked about not wanting to be hurt again. At school, I went to a group with other kids who were angry and sad and lonely like me. One boy talked about how he had been hurt the same way I was hurt. He said he didn't want to be a boy because he was scared the hurt might happen again. The boy was ashamed of himself because of the hurt. He thought the hurt had happened because he was a boy. I realized that sometimes girls get hurt and sometimes boys get hurt. Being a boy wouldn't stop me from being hurt again. Over time, I learned that no matter how much I wanted to be a boy, I was a girl. I would grow up to be a woman. I wondered what kind of woman I would be. A scientist? A firefighter? An explorer? A mother? A teacher? A hunter? Maybe even a woman who fights for girls' and women's rights.